shared with you this morning. This is why Paul said what he said over here. One of the main reasons why. That maybe it'll make more sense to you. Over in 2 Corinthians chapter 7, look at verse 4. Y'all got that? Paul said, "Great is my boldness of speech toward you. Great is my glorying of you. I am filled with comfort. I am exceeding joyful in all our tribulations."
Yeah.
See, tribulations, tests, and trials are what the devil sends to try to get you to turn your faith off. Recognize that and don't fall for his tricks anymore. That's why Paul said, hey, I'm exceeding. He didn't just say I'm joyful in tribulation. Notice he didn't say I'm exceeding joyful in all the blessings of heaven. No. He said I'm exceeding, not just joyful. He's got to emphasize I'm exceeding joyful. It's like him saying, hey, I want you to know I'm really, really joyful in all my tribulations. And however the devil attacks me, I stay full of joy because I know what he's trying to do. In other words, when the devil attacks you, that should be a sign to you, well, I must be in faith.
Yeah.
I must really do have the law of faith in motion here. Because the devil's trying to get me to turn it off. Well, I rejoice, devil. All your tests and trials, all those that just reinforces that I must really be in faith. Now, let me give you that last one that Paul said. Same chapter, go to chapter 12. Same book, chapter 12. Go to chapter 12. Over here is another good point over here. Chapter 12, look at verse 10. Paul said, therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches. He's not going to say anything good about that he takes pleasure in here. In reproaches, that means persecutions. In necessities. He said, I take pleasure when in the natural realm I don't have enough to meet my need. I take pleasure in that. He didn't say I get depressed in that. I get really sad. He said, I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches. It doesn't mean I like to be sick. I like to be weak. No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying, I keep the joy of the Lord and I keep my peace no matter what the devil's attacking me with. Because see, he knows that I have the law of faith set in motion and the devil can't turn it off. And I'm going to come out of this if I'll keep my faith working. And what the devil meant for evil, God will turn around for my good. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distresses for Christ's sake. For when I'm weak, then I am strong.
Yeah.
Then I am strong, praise God. Wow. Man, that's powerful, isn't it? I understand why Paul could say that now. Because he walked by faith. He lived by faith. He knew all those bad things he took pleasure in. He wouldn't decide to take pleasure for them. No, I don't want them to. I don't